Hi there, my name's Khai.
And my name is Sol.
We're here today to find out what it takes to be a man for Men's Day 2015. We're going to interview some people about their experiences of being a man and what it takes to be a man.
Are men really from Mars?
We'll find out.
So, I'll ask you a bit of questions.
You're going to ask me questions?
Yeah.
See my head mouth enough? Yeah. I'll just try it now. So.
How would you define to being a man?
How would I define being a man?
Yeah.
How I define being a man is, obviously I have to take it from a biblical perspective, and the Bible says that you have to have power and dominion. You know, someone who makes important decisions, what will affect the next generation and the nation if possible.
How would you describe a man?
You're looking at one right now?
Me, obviously. I'm a real man. How would I define a man? Someone that's like striving to become better than what they currently are. That's continuously striving to better themselves. That's how I would describe a true man. Because all men, there's always room for improvement, and all men know this. But as long as they're striving to be a better man and a pleasant personality, so wherever they are, they're just contributing, adding value to their environment, to people that they meet, to the young people, to the old people. Yeah, that's how I would describe a man.
Oh, define a man. A man, yeah, this is a man's world, and there's nothing.
Well, when you're grown up, when you stop making mistakes or doing the same things you used to do, you've explored, you know, and you're more wise and you're a man, you know, broad shoulders.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Owning up to your responsibilities, being responsible. I guess that's the most important thing I've learned over the years in terms of qualities of being a man. Yeah, taking responsibility for your actions.
Being a man is being able to take care of your responsibilities, being that you might have kids, pets, a house, a car, something small like a watch or whatever, but being able to take care of your responsibilities. If you've got a responsibility, having integrity, which means that even if no one's there to see it, you still do your best in that circumstance. It also means looking after people that you love, being honest, trustworthy, and making mistakes, but more importantly, being successful. And what success for me is being able to make a mistake but learning from that mistake, and that is the definition of a man in not so many words.
A man is a thing that constantly has to review and evolve in time. Yeah, so you never will be able to say, I've reached that level of saying I'm a man now. It's not about that. It's about constantly being able to review where you are and then move as you go along.
It's definitely about his inner character, how he can be as a person, what he stands for, how also that the one important thing for me in my life is my relationship I have with God, because without him you're nothing, and you can't progress in life because he made us, he's everything for us. So, and he has always got this good intention for us, but we need to show him that love. We shouldn't call on him just when we need him. Okay. We should call on him every single time for anything, any small little thing. So if you have that in your life, you shine in a way where people will look at you and they will know that whatever you do in your life, it's a blissful thing.
Would you define yourself as a man?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. I consider myself a man, a young, strong man.
Why? What would you consider?
Because I'm living my dream. I'm doing what I want to do, not what society forces me to do. I believe what I believe, not. I believe I'm strong. I believe I'm able to achieve whatever I want to achieve. And I'm continuously doing that. I'm continuously striving to learn more, to do better, to be better.
Yeah, I'd say I'm a man, definitely.
Yes, I would. I've done. I would say that probably in the past couple of years, I've changed and progressed more into a man, where I've taken on a role as I've been a father to 2 children, and I've taken care of the 2 girls where I love them to bits, and I will do anything for them.
I believe so. I'd like to think so, yes.
I think I'm just becoming one. I think I'm just reaching the stage where I can say, yeah, I've had it. When people look at me, they see a man, and now I feel like a man inside. You know what I mean? I've always been quite tall, so I know that doesn't mean you're a man. So yeah, I think I'm coming to the point where no excuses. I'm a grown man.
What age do you know that you're a man?
That's a good question. I think it's something that you always discover. It's not a final thing, because even though I am a man, you become a man when you begin to take on more responsibility and you begin to take more control over the kid inside. Everyone's born as a boy, you know what I mean, and they have like this childish nature in them. But when you begin to have power and dominion over the childish, you could say innate pleasures of your own desire, your kind of childish, immature emotions, when you can kind of take control over that, and in spite of how you may feel, you still do what is right. And that's when you kind of become a man, and you get to that age. You'd say maybe in adolescence. Some people it takes a little older.
Yeah.
You don't wake up and think, God damn, I'm a man. It's kind of thing that just naturally happens.
Being a man is a choice. So it depends on the individual, you know, like not even being a man, being an adult is a choice, you know, you choose to take on responsibility, you choose to be responsible for your actions.
When the grey hairs start coming, you're a man, you know,
Yeah.
fully. Before then, you're still growing, you know what I mean? I suppose some people say that you get strong physically until you're 35. And then after 35, you get weaker. Slowly, you know what I mean? You can be a strong 40-year-old, whatever.
Yeah.
Depends how you feel, but so them ages there, 30s, you know, you're reaching manhood, it's time to, you know, put up your pants, you know what I mean?
And I don't know when it was. I can't tell you exactly when. But I know I woke up and I went, yeah, goddamn, I'm a man. I looked, I got air up. That was it. So I'm a man now. But then I realised, nah, you can get hairs at any age now. So I can't really say. I could say when I had my first child, I could say, yeah, I was a man. But no, because constantly, again, I grew up again. So every day I'm learning. So I'm going to say to you, I don't think I've reached there yet.
You're a man from, I wouldn't say it goes with age. Like, I say it's more so awareness. You know, that could be, you can have a 9-year-old that is aware, that's more aware than a 35-year-old. And he'll be more of a man than a 35-year-old. So I say it's nothing to do with age, it's just more so awareness. This young man here behind the camera, both of Terrence youths are men, bruv. Them man are man. Them man are conscious and aware and mature. Maturity doesn't come with age, so I wouldn't put a number on it.
I still got boyish natures, you know. Still a teenager, child. Because you know that certain time we never lived our childhood completely. So I lived that through my children at the moment. So at the moment, I'm still growing as a human. So I can't even tell you when I've changed. I don't know when.
Yeah, I know how you mean. Because like me, I'm a child anyway, but I've still got a lot of baby in me. Like I watch
Do you
Teletubbies.
watch Teletubbies?
Yeah,
That's
that's
it,
what
like, no. Don't watch Teletubbies. Man, don't do them things.
Nah, I'm so mad, but I watch Teletubbies.
Thundercats, Reba. Thundercats.
Nah, that's dead. Nah. Teletubbies. Itsy. Nah, that is
No, it's not. It's a stupid thing. They grind it out a little bit, then I will understand. And Stormzy was on there.
Nah, Teletubbies.
Teletubbies, shut up!
What age? Well, they say officially it's 21, around that kind of age, but some young people don't mature until they're 25, 26, so there's no age limit on it. I would say when you get to the stage where you're being responsible, you know what I'm saying, you're doing all the right things in your life, you know, you're taking care of those around you, facing up to situations as well that you kind of shied away from before, paying your bills, you're taking care of your family, things like that. You know, because I think the fundamental things of being a man are, you know, to be providers. You know what I'm saying? More than anything else, to take care of those around you, protect and provide for those around you. You know, and help raise your children, anything else, the next generation. That's also very important things to being a man. Once you can accept responsibility for those things, and you can adequately do those things as well, you know, as well as face the consequences and look to responsibilities, like I said, then I think that's when you're a man.
You know, like some men can be men from very young, from teen. You know, some men are in their 50s, 60s, still not men, still not facing up to their responsibilities, still making mistakes and not owning up to their mistakes, still not trying to, you know, rectify things that they've done.
Well, I have to admit, I kind of grew up quite early and quite quick. I started doing my job when I shouldn't have been doing my job. I should have been trying to enjoy my life. I started when I was 15, and I started working in nightclubs and that and doing security when I was 15. So I got brought into a very mature adult world very early, very, very soon. And it changed me to the fact that I knew that I had to start doing things that I knew for a fact that, well, in some form of kind of sense, I didn't really need to do at that time. But it put me into that kind of stage where I had to do those things because of the environment and the type of things I had to deal with.
Would you say your male or man role model is?
Oh, I've got loads. First and foremost will be Jesus. After that, you've got people who probably are in my sector. So whether it be in the business sector or people I look up to. So some people who taught me my craft. There's a man by the name of Simon Murphy. He was one of the first bosses that I worked for. He taught me everything I know about direct sales, and he helped me start my own business. There's motivational speakers who I love and adore, like Les Brown, you know, the Eric Thomases of the world, Tony Robbins, and I think even my bishop I look up to, and people I have around me, my social circle and family.
My granddad was my man role model. Yeah, that's it.
I've been lucky because my dad was my role model. You know, they dust out, you know, they run away, they leave mummy sometimes, but he still stayed close, you know, in terms of, you know, telling me how to go about things, and he was a good example. You know, he's never been on the dole or nothing like that. He always worked. So definitely, I was one of the lucky ones who had a male role model, and I think that's helped me.
I look up to people like Terence, Max the cab driver. I look up to people like McKellamine, World Changer. I look up to people that are doing things in their communities for the better of their community. I look up to community champions, people that didn't bend for the system. They're not working a long job and then after they're too exhausted to even speak to you for 5 minutes because they're tired. I look up to those who make things happen and recreate the world around them based upon what their inner voice is telling them to do.
How come everybody got interviewed in different places and I get this rundown place? I got no backdrop, nothing.
I would actually have to say my teacher, who I studied martial arts with, who was my next door neighbor. I wanted to be every single thing like him.
So what does it take to be a man?
Listen, it takes to be a man, and this is just me trying to put it out there in terms of that, and what I would like to see so I can mirror. Consistency. Consistency is the main key that I want to put out there. You know, being there. I don't believe in role models, I believe in role models. People that always say, hey, you should believe, but everybody has a dark side to them, innit? Like, I have a dark side, innit? Man is a bad man on road, you know. You never know that sort. Man, you get me?
What,
Man, like, bad man out there, but you understand, but I can't tell you that. I just want you to see the good side of me, you know, like that?
Yeah.
But you can take is just the good things from people. So I say do role models, but in terms of, like, what you want from a man, it's basically consistency.
You have to be a good listener because young men like yourselves, great things come out of your mouth. But if a big man don't listen and thinks he knows it all, he will never be a real man because he's missing the value that you have to add to him and what he can learn from you. So to To be a real man, you have to be able to listen to the youth, listen to the elders, and also listen to yourself, that inner voice. You know, so you have to be a good listener.
You want to be able to see a man like knowing that he's doing what he's doing and he's consistent with what he's doing, whether he's working hard, whether he's looking after his family, whether he's whatever he's doing in life, he's consistent with it. No, I don't mean drug dealing though, and stripping like that, hanging outside betting shops. Like, why are the man them just hanging outside betting shops? What is that about?
Well, to be a man, you have to talk up. You know, you can't mumble if you're a man. Them days are over.
Yeah.
You know, you need to be able to be counted for what you do, good and bad. You know, you did it. No influence anymore. You can't influence a man. You know what I mean? No one ain't gonna have that. The judge ain't having that. And you gotta look after people. You know, you gotta be a caring. Somehow you gotta care for something. If you're a man, you know, then you're caring for something.
Yeah.
Whether it be the streets, you're sweeping, you know, your family.
Yeah, but consistency, and then the rest of it all falls into place, like hard work, responsibility, boom, boom, boom. But you have to be consistent with it. And I think many of our young men don't see, young boys like yourself, don't see men that are consistently out there doing things that they can be inspired with, close to them. Not the ones that are on TV screen, like you see Drake come with a new tune or whatever. Like consistently see men around them that are actually doing things. Like I say, wow, and evolving and showing progression. That's a man. A man, see, I'm getting into it now. Progression. Enough man just in one place. Don't move. The next time you phone me, so I should be here. Next time you phone me, I should be here. Next time you phone me, I should be here. Next time you should always be seeing progression. So the young people, that's what I like to see.
I believe that you're not a man if you speak something and do something else.
Yeah.
So you need to have moral values and integrity to whatever you say. If you're going to say something, be it, do it.
Okay. Thank you for today.
No problem.
Thank you very much.
Is that it? Oh, great stuff. Thanks.
Yeah, hey, I'm just getting warmed up, bro. You man need more questions.
Thank you very much.
Done?
Motivated all day.
Motivated all day, MAD.
Yeah.
So why are you doing this foolishness anyway? Why are you asking man? But you're doing answering
Yeah.
because you want to know how to be a man and all that.
Yeah, so like me as a company and another company will be saying come together to do this project.
We like them thing there, we like them thing there. Why don't start talking Jamaican when we don't need to sometimes? None of that. We just like them thing there. Okay, what you hope to achieve? Like, I don't understand.
Just to like show points of views. We're gonna go deep into this.
Like hard deep, like deep.
Yeah. Deep.
Why do you go deep then?
Because we got to get the women's side.
Oh, that now.